Hey guys, today is the last day of the Murkmire patch for the Elder Scrolls Online, and tomorrow will be the beginning of the Wrathstone DLC patch, which will see a lot of changes to races, some sets, and the usual MMO RPG patch stuff. However, a lot of you guys have been asking me about what we should do as tanks in regards to the one-hander nerfs. For those of you who don't know or are still catching up with the patch notes, ZeniMax looked at the ridiculous numbers stamina and DPS were dealing in dungeons and trials and decided to halve the value of the enchantments on one-handers, aka dual wielders. While this was a necessary balancing nerf to bring the stamina Nightblades closer to their Magicka counterparts, it unfortunately affected tanks as well, since tanks use one-handers with shields. So looking at this with 5-piece Torug Pact, on which boosts our enchantment value by 30% and so forth, the normal value of Crusher on our sword and board bar is going to go from 2740 to 1370, which is essentially one sharpened one-hander weapon. Now this is something in my opinion that should be reviewed later on by ZeniMax. It sort of shoehorns tank builds into no longer doing double sword and board bars. I mean, who wouldn't want the full value of their enchantments? While unfortunate, as always in PvE, we must adapt. There was actually someone in my Discord who suggested a good workaround for the developers. I believe he said that ZeniMax should consider adding in a sword and board passive to double the value of your enchantment on your sword and board bar. Anyway, these changes though are probably going to stick, and people have asked me, what should we do? So in my opinion, unless you're absolutely confident you can keep 100% Crusher or close to that uptime with the full value Crusher enchantment on your staff, bow, or two-hander bar, whatever, you should keep infused Crusher on your sword and board bar. As a tank, there will be times when you probably won't be able to put that blockade from your staff down to proc the Crusher enchantment, and I would say a halved Crusher, like a half value Crusher, is better than no penetration for your dungeon or raid team in the meantime. However, if you are confident that you can keep up the full uptimes on the full value Crusher, some people have suggested using a decisive trait on the front bar, so you get the ultimate regeneration in addition to being a Nord, which will also get ultimate regeneration, and using poisons instead, like the Stam Drain poison over here, which is theoretically better than using an absorb stamina glyph. From testing a couple of things and thinking about it more, I'll personally keep Crusher on both of my bars as a tank. And when you also consider the fact that stamina and DPS are going to probably have at least a one sharpened weapon on their dual wield setup in the Wrathstone patch, it'll probably even out somewhere mathematically. Also, trash is still going to be relevant. We have to remember that Crusher still only affects one thing in an entire stack of trash ads in a trial like Sanctum Ophidia or Maulflor Kaj. So I would say the double Crusher would still help out with that. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the topic, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below, or we can chat in my Discord, whichever. And as always, stay safe and good luck on your adventures.